his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Escobar on at first. Nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting.
Striding in, Billy Burns, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. In, Paulo Orlando. It's on to start the at-bat. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Whit Merrifield would be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Line towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
There's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Ball 2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. First pitch on its way. Chopper to short. To his left, Escobar. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Albert Pujols will pinch hit here and finish the at-bat following the injury. Now a swing and a miss by Pujols, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Pujols is retired. 2 down now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Kozar. He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Another 0-2 home. Another one sent foul. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Angels go down. Albert Pujols will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left
So
field.
here's the cleanup hitter.
Albert Pujols.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into very shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Tough take. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now batting.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Royals go down 1-2-3. 5th inning coming. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Young. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Chris Young.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. King is over to take a look at it,
but no one's going to get it as it's into the camera well area.
And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do when he falls behind here 0-2.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Too high. 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Lined into left center, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the strike.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Balbuena at third, Calhoun at second with 1 away. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch on the ground to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, there's a clean base hit right there, D-Row, to drive that runner in from third base.
Yeah, he was telling the boys, get it ready right here. I'm going to walk home on this one. That was easy to read through the hole, and he was able to take his time scoring from third.
And there he goes towards second. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's... Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Here now the 2-2. Is a called third strike down in the zone.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. 2 balls.
Pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? You still pitch for the strikeout here.
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Escobar leads off first with 1 away. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. On the ground to the left side. Simmons has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Kansas City. Score holds. It's trips to the plate thus far.
Mike Trout.
He's set, and the pitch. Drilled to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
And with 1 away now, we'll see Albert Pujols hit with the bases empty. First pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
I know this pitcher's trying to keep his pitch count down, but that's ridiculous right there. Pitch right down the middle. He's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Into the box, Zach Cozart. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will land out there just foul. One and two, here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Orlando's under it.
And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Young. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Perez is there. And that's the third out. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. But the rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there, and you have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
Now batting.
Next.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Jose Alvarez enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. 2-2 the count. This one's down to third. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to Brian Flynn will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Cole Calhoun stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Valbuena stands at second with no outs. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away from the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Looking at his career totals, Maldonado brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the air now, out to right field.
Orlando's under it.
He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
Third baseman, Andrelton.
Digging in once again, Andrelton Simmons. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Burns on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Getting late. In is Jorge Soler. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he is in at third base as the Royals are in business here with a leadoff triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game. Into the box, Alex Gordon. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Underhanded flip. Cozart for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now at the plate, Michael King. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Billy Burns. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
1 ball, no strike.
Bedrosian enters the game out of the bullpen now, and this will force the upcoming switch hitter to swing the bat left-handed.
Well, I think this is a smart move, guys. He's pretty well known that he's less of a threat from the left side of the plate, so this could prove to be a good job of playing the matchups.
And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs. Kevin McCarthy will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Hits this one hard the other way, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Albert Pujols. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Pitch out, nothing doing. This is in the air out to right field. Orlando is there, 1 away. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Orlando's on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Runner around second now, headed for third. The relay throw, and he is in there.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Here's Chris Young. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Luis Valbuena will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. 1 run scores. And he's in safely at third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly. As 2 runners cross the plate, those are game changers, no doubt about it.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Hit out towards second. Merrifield brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as this 2 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base.
Leading off for the Royals.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another 0-2 coming. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Hot shot to third, taken in by Simmons. The second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no. Blaine Boyer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Wind up and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. At the plate, Ian Kinsler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Late that time for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and there are 2 down. Ready for another chance? Mike Trout, couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Hit hard toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he in is Jorge Soler. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt.
Hitter, Jorge Soler.
Blake Parker is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Blake Parker.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Calhoun is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Digging in, Chesler Cuthbert. He singled his last time up. 4-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder. Behind in the count, he comes with a splitter anyway and misses for ball 3. In there, 3-1. The 3-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. KC down to their final strike in this one. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
6-3 the final score today. The Los Angeles Angels used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Garrett Richards earns the win, his 2nd. Blake Parker Tuesday night baseball. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
2-0 to Eduardo Nunez. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Three-two pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, everyone's waiting for Pedroia to come alive a little bit. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Trout giving chase. 2 gone. Here's J.D. Martinez, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. A windup and the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. Drilled right back up the middle. Kinsler's there for it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
And leading off for the Halos, third baseman, Andrelton.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
Batting third, center fielder, Mike.
Standing in, Mike Trout, lifetime versus David Price. He's got 3 base hits in 21 at-bats, and on 10 occasions he's been a strikeout victim. Price is ready. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch that
from the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
taking all the way. It's 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The 3-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May powers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's getting.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through. A leadoff single for Ramirez.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
There goes Hanley for second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases.